Mates, Bogan Boy here. Now, if you're hearing this music in the background, I assure you, it's not me playing the music, it's the Hellenic Club. So if a YouTube is watching this, this is not me using this music. It's the Hellenic Club using the music. But anyway, on a more serious note, I'm gonna tell you a story of how I became a Bogan. Now, if you gotta hear all this, and if you watch it all, you gotta think, is this fucking bullshitting you, or is this clickbait or something? I assure you, I've seen clickbaits, and I've seen bullshit stories. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is 100% true. I swear on my dog's life, my dead dog, who I admire back in 05. Now listen carefully. 18 years ago, I was living a normal life, just like a random Aussie kid would, when one day, when my mom ended up in the hospital, this bloke just showed up at my house, asking me where my mom was. We told this bloke that she was at the hospital, and when he pissed off, half an hour later, Mom came back home from the hospital. We told her what was going on. She called the cops. We told the cops what was going on, and you know what the cops did? Nothing. Squat. Because after what my mom told about this bloke, Mark, I think his name was. Yeah, definitely Mark. The police didn't do shit. That made me realize that everything that the cops tells us about protecting the people, innocent, and all that good stuff is bullshit. Total bullshit. The more I hear about these cops doing bad shit and not being helpful, the more I grow to hate them. Fully fucking hate them. Hate them. Then one day I met up with these two people in the park getting drunk. I asked them what they're doing in the playground. They told us they're having a few drinks and patching my de facto. After all, we're Bogans, minded. And I asked them, what's a Bogan? He explains to me what the Bogans are. And that got me into thinking. I figured, why not? If I want to be a Bogan, I can. Because after all, being a Bogan is part of our natural culture. But he also warned me that I had to keep my Bogan identity a secret. Because, well, with all this discrimination of Bogans, and you'd be treated like an outcast and all that shit. So I had to keep my identity as a Bogan a secret. Then back in 03, after the bushfires, I met up with this new kid who became a mate of mine. He was a shy bloke back then, but I turned him into a Bogan. I also told him to keep our Bogan identity a secret, because after all, this whole discrimination thing, especially with all this political correctness trying to smash the backbone of our Aussie culture, the Bogans. And since the last 12 years of the school life we had to endorse, we had to try and maintain our Bogan identity a secret, especially the way we act around the teachers who are fucking strict, like one from our college, for instance, Mr. Stephen Reynolds. He made me and our mates' life like shit. Always threatened to break our mobiles, keep us in classes, and on top of that, every time when we say something, we always get fucking kept in and miss recess. Fucking recess. And at that point, I wanted to fucking phone the bastard. I wanted to. I don't mind getting expelled. I don't give a fuck. But then people will find out I'm a Bogan, and I'll get discriminated. So, after I left college in 2013, I came out a Bogan. Most of my family members and mates accepted me for what I am. But for my mom, She wanted me to go back to being normal. You know, live a posh life. Fuck hell of that. Fuck oh. I would rather cut off my left pinky and shove it up my ass than not be a bogan. You see, in my younger life, when I discovered more about bogans, it's the lifestyle, the flannies, fonts with or without socks, and the mullet hairstyle based on Angus Young and Bon Scott, my favorite singer, who I was introduced of AC/DC from my father, who, by the way, he is an asshole, not a bogan. Even though he lives the lifestyle of a bogan, he's not a bogan himself. He's just a dickhead. But anyways, the main reason why I'm saying this is because when you live a young life and have a fucked up family, you tend to keep most things a secret from the rest of the world. And me, well, because of my autism and having a fucked up dad and a fucked up family, well, the dad's part of the family, it's really hard to tell them what you really are, who you are inside your heart. Because one bad thing, and they keep treating you like shit, make you think you're not worth anything. So that's why I have to pretend to be the good son and always respect the rules until I was old enough and stand up. Until last year on November, when my father and my nan on the dad's side made rude comments about my sister, the way she eats, and about my mother, that was the last straw. I told them they either accept the way we live or they can piss off back to fucking Malcolm Turnbull land. And for that, I have not seen them in 8 months. And I'm glad. Fuck them. Now, if you still want me to prove that I am a dead set, true Canbar bogan, comment me of any ways for me to prove to you, even if it means doing challenges to prove I'm an Aussie bogan. Because after all, you've seen the videos of the way I drink, the way I talk, the way I dress, and of course, I am planning on getting tattoos this year, including one on my neck. Ned Kelly's Such Is Life, even growing a beard like him. Comment me down below if you want me to show you more proof that I am a bogan. And comment me on your ideas of what you want me to do on YouTube. So like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and you have to share. You have to share the video to your mates or to any other subscribers who are bogans. And remember, fuck authority, fuck Malcolm Turnbull.